Welcome to the Patriots Lab, where we ain't even trying to make them liberals mad. Cause freedom of speech is what us individuals have. It's the gift when we gab, talking about things that the brainwash cannot mentally grasp, like staying loud and waving our American flags. This is for the free thinkers, wearing their MAGA and wearing the cags. Draining the swamp is the ultimate goal, but the sheeple will swear it's a fad, like it's just a phrase. But when we show them the facts, the fools got nothing to say. And deep government state wanna get up in our face, but hasn't done it yet cause Trump's in the way, trying to protect us from a troublesome fate. And because of that, we'll never lose our faith, plus God keeping us cool and safe. But I still hope we get 4 more years so we could throw a huge parade. I can see it now, Patriots on a float, and POTUS will go down in history as one of the goats for making the swamp pay for taking every one of his votes. His enemies are the cancer, whether or not Trump give him the smoke. Now relax it back and take notes as we kick facts with the homie Ray though. Speak your mind in the Patriots Lab. It's freedom time in the Patriots Lab, where we ain't even trying to, we make them liberals mad. I said speak your mind in the Patriots Lab. It's freedom time in the Patriots Lab, where we not even trying to, we make them liberals mad. I said, speak your mind in the Patriots Lab. It's freedom time in the Patriots Lab, where we not even trying to, we make them liberals mad. Speak your mind. It's freedom time. Without even trying to, we make them liberals mad.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Good afternoon, people, patriots, whoever you consider yourself to be. Welcome to a great afternoon edition of the Patriots Lab. And I have with me Jen, the homeschooling mom, Woodruff. I hope everybody is having a blessed day. It's been a minute since I've been on the airways. I've been busy. But before we get into that, how are you, Jen? How's everything been? It's been a minute. I know we've been talking behind the scenes,
Right.
just doing a little catch up. How's everything been going with yourself?
Everything's going great. Thank you. This week starts school again. So I just wanted to encourage everyone to get up early and get your kids breakfast and pack a powerful lunch. And am I still am promoting my planner. It's like for early elementary. Children use this all the way up to fourth grade, and they love it. I'll give you the link to it, but it's amazing. It just I've never seen them get so focused and want to accomplish things. It like helps them set goals, and it just keeps everyone on track. If your child knows what's going on before you do, it's a good thing because you can forget and it's okay.
Yeah, it is. It is. Good morning, Patriot Roy D. How's everything going? It is back to school. I'm noticing the yellow buses are out blocking up
Yeah.
traffic. It's not fun, but it's good to see the smile on all the kids' faces, especially
Right.
what's going on nowadays. I'm glad that they are unaware of what's taking place
Mm,
in the world today. I'm glad they can still be allowed to be kids,
right.
um, because the world we're living in today, they don't need the added pressure um, and fear
Oh God, right.
of living a everyday life
Right.
here in America. Um, since I've been gone, let's do a brief catch up. I've been able to go to multiple Trump rallies. It has been an experience of a lifetime. I
That's
would put it
awesome.
at the top of the charts. In my case, um, I've been able to come a official member of Ride for 45. Patches are on the way. We'll be donning on the revealing vest.
Awesome.
Um, it's going to be awesome, something I've been looking forward to for years now. Also, the Patriots Lab has been picked up by a network up in New York, Save New York Network. Um,
Wow.
if you want any more information, it is a new network that is preparing to launch with various podcast shows, and I've been fortunate and blessed enough to be picked up as one of them. You can go to savenewyork.com. There's a couple of shows that are already up on there. I have one that's up on there right now just for testing purposes. Um, Looking forward to a wonderful experience. We are going to be the new news. NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN, all of those alphabet media outlets are about to be null and void. Fake news is about to be non-existent, and I'm glad to be getting in at the ground foundation of it. I can't wait for where I see the
Right.
lab in the next 5 years. But as we do, I had sent out some other links. Not sure. Oh, that's a link from Jen. But y'all see all the chaos that's been going on. The DNC is in full swing, and we have people. They're bringing out the heavy hitters. I mean, they are bringing out the heavy hitters, and what gets me, Jen, they play their roles so nicely.
Oh gosh,
They
right.
play the roles so nicely. Even the burning that I know exists with inside of them, they have to they have to stay loyal. They have to stay loyal to their hierarchy. So I'm going to show the first clip, and this lady right here that I'm about to show, y'all all are going to know. I know she's pissed off because she was supposed to legitimately be the first president of these United States of America.
Oh no.
But she got upset and they wouldn't do it for her. It wasn't her time. So we're going to see just how Mrs. Hillary Clinton took the whole situation with
Oh.
not just her not being the first woman president, but having to take a seat back to a black woman.
Oh.
And let's remind you, Hillary went through the process. This woman got selected and not elected.
Thank you all so much. Thank you.
See, they gaslighting her right there. They doing exactly what I just got finished telling y'all. This woman got the most cheers than anybody the whole night. Need I say, probably the next person that's going to get the biggest ovation compared to Hillary herself would be Barack Hussein Obama. With this ovation, they ain't doing nothing but reminding her that she was once the chosen one. And they wouldn't rig it for her.
Thank you, my fellow Democrats. Thank you, my fellow Americans.
Is Hillary running for president?
You think so?
Jen,
No
is
kidding.
she running? Am I
No.
missing something?
No, this is crazy. No. Why is she acting like this? It's insane. Absolutely
You know,
insane.
you know she got to be hot. You're a woman, Jen. You know, if you and your come on, they done put in all the work, and then she got to come out. She like, wait a minute, y'all don't love Kamala or Kamala or Kamula, however y'all want to pronounce the Indian bitch name. Y'all don't love her. Y'all love me. Look at this.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Too bad you couldn't have did this
No.
4 years ago.
Thank you all.
This is crazy.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It almost sounded like a Trump rally.
Yeah. Wow.
But we're gonna show you the difference between when Miss Harris. See, because I ain't getting into the name calling. You mispronounce her name. She don't pronounce it like that. Miss
Oh
Harris.
gosh. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we'll just say Miss Harris. But let's get to the speech. Where's the speech? Because y'all won't let this witch talk. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we got it.
Changed 104 years ago yesterday. Think about it. Tennessee became the final state.
That's what pissed me off. That's what really pissed me off. I was listening to the whole time, but she had to mention Tennessee. I'm like, witch, keep my state out your mouth. For
Oh,
all the
God.
crooked shit you doing, don't try to involve my state in your shit. Come
No
on, man.
kidding. Oh my God.
To ratify the 19th Amendment to the Constitution.
That threw me for a loop too.
They
Because
did
she
not.
clearly forgot what the Constitution is all about.
Wow.
But do you
The
notice
19th
she said
Amendment?
ratify? She said ratify though.
No, you know how hard that is to do. I thought it was the 9th Amendment, not the 19th. They tried to, but they can't. And the Supreme Court shut them down. They're like, no, that's not how you ratify an amendment. If you want to change an amendment, because we've been trying to do this for, wow, at the last 8 years going hard with that Convention of States. I'm part of that. And what you have to do is, you have to get 2/3
Check this out. I'm gonna
majority to just get a appointment at Congress to present your case. And then the Congress that's the House and the Senate have to approve it. And they did not. The Supreme Court did not approve whatever she's talking about. I thought it was 9, but she said 19.
They don't care about no Supreme Court. Let's see what else you got to say. What else you got, Hillary?
Her heart and her integrity. We both got our start as young lawyers, helping children who were abused and neglected. That kind of work changes a person. Those kids stay with you. Kamala carries with her the hopes of
See what I mean? How come she can say Kamala? But every time we say Kamala, it's Camilla.
Yeah.
See, man, see, rules for thee
Not
and not for me.
Wow.
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 So she can say Kamala. Where are all the critics this morning? Where are all the critics calling out the hot sauce lady?
Oh, that was bad. You're
Don't
right.
say Kamala. Fuck it. I'm saying Kamala from now on. Kamala.
every child she protected, every family she helped, every community she served. So
Every child she protected by taking them away from their parents, and every community she served by locking all the brothers up.
Wow.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's good. That's good, Hillary. Continue.
as president, she will always have our backs. And she will be a fighter for us. She will fight to lower costs for hardworking families, open the doors wide for good paying jobs. And yes, she will restore abortion rights nationwide.
Okay, we're not gonna listen to no more of her. If y'all want to check out the rest of Queen Hillary, the once chosen one, y'all know where to find her. So we're gonna hit on a couple of points real quick. What the hell is she talking about? Restore abortion rights nationwide. The only thing Donald Trump did was take it away from the feds and give it back to the states.
Right.
They want full control.
Right.
So to them, restoring your rights is letting the federal government once again take over the master scheme of things and make it a broad, universal thing. When it
United
should be left
Healthcare.
to each and every individual state.
Right.
Now you are in Utah, correct?
Idaho.
Idaho.
Underneath it.
Now
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Next
I'm
to
gonna
it.
go on a limb here. I can say in Idaho, a majority of people frown on abortion. Correct?
True. True.
Okay. It's not like
It's
an
a
inner city somewhere where that shit is running rampant. Where they use it for a cure and a solution to a problem rather than just for an emergency situation.
right.
Hmm.
There are still some inner cities here. It's Boise is the most, well, it's a college city, which is great. I mean, it's so fun. My
I don't like
daughter,
Boise. I don't like
my
Boise. They need to change their football. They need to
yeah,
change their football. That damn blue. I can't get with the blue. I like nah, man. You know what I'm talking about. They got that blue
right.
on the ball. I'm like, what the hell? Grass is green. Let's go. Let's go.
That's funny. Well, it's a great college town, but it is kind of like an inner city because the kids that go there are indoctrinated and they think that abortion is a contraceptive. And then there's another city about 30 miles away from that, and that's called Garden City. And
I see your
every,
bullets. Okay,
yeah,
Jen.
Garden City is just like the Garden City in Michigan. And they act like inner cities. The streets are, for being a red state, I was shocked when we went there. I was like, this is not Idaho. It doesn't even feel like it, but it's very democratic, that city, but the whole state is a red state. So we're supposed to be promoting these Republican ideals, but we still have some people who are not Republican here. So I get it, at least everyone has their own voice. And what's so sad about having Hillary up there, it was like a blatant slap in the face to her and to the Democratic voters and all the women there that are cheering her on. It's like a big word picture saying, hey, last time, what was it, 8 years ago, that she ran against Trump, and she wore purple for the next week because she said that that election was stolen, but it was in the cards that she was not supposed to be there. But for them to cheer for her should be a reminder of, we're really supposed to be cheering for Kamala. How do we say it again? I don't know. But
No, we can say no. Hillary said it. Hot sauce said it. Hot sauce
hot
Kamala.
sauce Hillary. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, I
hot
love
sauce
it.
said it. Kamala. It's Kamala.
Okay,
I'm done. I'm
Kamala.
done with the
Okay,
argument.
yeah,
Massa said it. Massa said Kamala. Damn it, it's Kamala. Do me a favor, real quick. YouTube, Facebook, IG, X. Share this out. I need to start getting this algorithm going so we can start getting these videos out because it's getting ready to get into the heat of the battle. And if you haven't noticed, I haven't been on here in a minute. I've been over on TikTok trying to make that bread because these people on these platforms don't want a brother to make no money. But you know what? Y'all go ahead, share this, like this, and keep sharing it. We need to break the algorithm on these platforms so we can keep all of this copacetic and keep it going. But it is crazy. Watching that DNC convention last night, I had to force myself to watch it so y'all wouldn't have to watch it. And if you did watch it, I hope that you're waking up okay today. I know after watching it, well, actually during watching it, I couldn't believe what I was watching. I'm gonna give you a little example. Now, this is the first time they're always setting precedent. These Democrats, never before has some shit like this ever happened. Normally, normally the keynote speaker is last. That's the last person. The person that the spotlight's supposed to be on. Why do they let her come out before it's her time to shine?
wow.
That's what I don't understand. Because she's not supposed to speak until Thursday. She's already the chosen one. She's
Wow.
been anointed. I don't know how. They ain't invoked no 25th on nobody, so I don't know how. Joe ain't supposed to be really out of office until January 21st, so I don't know how
Wow.
she has become the chosen one. But we're going to get into that. But first, let's see what she has to say about the whole shebang, about her being selected and not elected.
We here fight for the future. We fight for the future. We fight for a future where every worker has the freedom to join a union, where every senior can retire with dignity, a future with affordable housing, affordable childcare, affordable.
My apologies. This is the wrong video. So all that shit I said about her a minute ago before I played this clip, forget
Is-
about all that. We'll come back to that. This is the Michigan rally. But you know what? It don't matter where she at. She's still talking the same bullshit. She's still gaslighting the same bullshit. She's still promising the same bullshit. Let's listen to the same bullshit.
Health care and paid leave. A future where we build a broad-based economy where every American has an opportunity to own a home, to start a business, and to build wealth.
Own a home, start a business, and build wealth. Let's go through that. Own a home,
God, the
start a
interest rate's
business.
so high. Oh,
And what was the other one? It's own a home.
live
Well,
well. Live well.
live.
Does that
Yeah.
afford groceries? I don't know.
Listen, Linda. Before we let her continue her lies montage, what do you mean own a home? Since you've been in office, the average home ticket price has went up $140,000. What are you talking about? You talking about start a business. How many small businesses have your administration shut down? What is wrong with you? You know, this is what I don't understand. Here this lady is promising to do all of this shit that she hasn't done for the past 3 years, or at least hasn't even brought up to the discussion table. Because you know how people like to say, well, the vice president doesn't have no power to do anything, which at least bring it up as a discussion of topic.
Wow.
So we can know that there's some type of interest. What do you say, Jen? Is it just bullshit, smoking screen and mirrors, or what?
Yeah, it's bait and switch. That's what she's doing. She's getting everyone baited in, and then she's going to switch to her policies. And people do say that. And I have a meme of her, and it says, "Why is everyone so mad at me? I've done nothing." And everyone's laughing at that. And I'm like, no, she has done something. She has broken more ties in the Senate than I think the last guy was Calhoun. He was the second vice president for what it was either Adams or Andy Jackson. But she is the one who put us all in chains. The regulations, the taxes, and the big government. That's all from her sitting on that bench in front of Congress and saying that she is going to, cast the final vote because the Senate has 50 yays and 50 nays, and it's going to cost the American people. So what does she do? She says, I'm going to say yay, so that this is going to pass. That was for the Affordable Care Act. It was for, there were so many. Everything that has raised our taxes is because of her. When they had to vote, and I didn't know they voted on this, but I guess they had to before Joe Biden could say anything about killing the fracking and the XL pipeline. She was the one who said, yay, we're going to protect our environment. So you're going to pay out the nose for gas and groceries and everything else, but she's going to protect the environment. Now she's going to protect women, Don't even get me going on that. But sorry, back to you, Ray.
No, you good. You got everything. You hit everything on the head, really. Good afternoon, Darryl McClain. That's my little brother. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Lisa Morgan. Good afternoon, Gary Wright, and anybody else that might be tuning in. Remember, like I said, go ahead and share this out. This is the first time back in a minute, but I'm back better than ever. We're gonna have some fun. I got a plethora of videos that I'm gonna show today, but we're gonna get through them real quick. So we're gonna finish listening to what this witch is trying to convince us of.
And understand, in this fight, we are joyful warriors. Because while fighting for a brighter future may take hard work, we all here know hard work is good work. Hard work is good work. We believe in a future where we lower the cost of living for America's families, so they have a chance not just to get by, but to get ahead. Because look, while our economy is doing well by many measures, prices for everyday things like groceries are still too high. You know it and I know it. When I was Attorney General, I went after price fixing schemes. And when I am president, it will be my day one priority to fight to bring down prices, to take on the big corporations that engage in illegal price gouging, take on corporate landlords that unfairly raise rents on working families, to take on big pharma and cap the cost of prescription drugs for all Americans. That is the work we will do together. And all of this to say, unlike Donald Trump, I will always put the middle class and working families first.
So we got my brother from another, Big Bruce in the building, representing the
Hi,
NYPD.
Bruce.
What's up, Big Bruce?
Hey, Jen. What's up? brother?
Hi, good to meet you.
Hey, it's always good to see you guys. It's good to see you again, Jen. Listen, I've got two things that I personally want to say. Okay. I did hear stuff all over like YouTube of people all over the news too, but I heard people that were actual Democrat voters that were really pissed off to what they did to Joe Biden. Okay, kicking him to the side. They didn't like that, and they said the people didn't even get a chance to pick. We didn't pick her. That's what. Now this is what they're saying. It's not me. I'm just, and then I was thinking, you know what? You're right. Even as myself. All right. All I've heard was her talk about, and there's nothing against anybody that has children. Okay. This is nothing against. Okay. But I've got friends of mine that are disabled, that are single. They don't have kids. Okay. And I've not heard Kamala Harris once say anything about helping those people that are disabled, that are hurt. Okay. My friend Joe worked for 25 years of his life as a security guard, and he's going to be going blind. He's got bad eyes. He's got problems. I didn't hear Biden or them talk about helping anybody. Has she said that? No, she's not. And you know what? Because of that, I don't hear anything. I'm not voting for you. And that's it. And that's said on this show right
Say
now.
it, Big Bruce. Say it, Big Bruce.
I'm not voting for you. I am not voting for you because I'm not hearing anything. I'm tired of hearing about the damn middle class and the rich people. All right. Help the middle class, but also when you sit here and say everybody, how can you say none of the people that are below the middle class? What about those people? They're suffering. And yeah, the eggs. You know what? Last week, I ended up buying eggs that cost me $5.
Big Bruce has seen the light. I love it. Big Bruce said enough is enough, damn it.
Listen, there's a lot of people I love, and some of these people that I heard and stuff. Listen, I'm just going to say this. I have no ill will towards Donald Trump. I don't have any ill will towards Joe Biden. You know what? As a Democrat, I'm really pissed off what they did to Joe Biden, and that's me. And I don't care who agrees with it. All right, because I speak my mind. I speak from my heart. What they did to Joe Biden was bullshit.
Big Bruce, I'm gonna address both of them issues, bro, because you got legitimate points, bro.
Thank you,
I'm
man.
glad to see my brother Big Bruce. And for y'all who don't know, me and Big Bruce, we go back maybe going on 2 years right now, and he's been one because we both Democrats. I just was fed up with the bullshit
Right.
a long time ago. And damn it, Big Bruce finally said, you know what, enough is enough. And that's all I need. That's all I want to see from any American that has been able to see what Big Bruce has seen. You Democrats, 14 million of you disenfranchised.
The damn oldest party, in all of you know, like, of politics, and they still can't figure out how to actually help people that deserve. How many times have we talked, bro?
Big Bruce.
How many times have we talked about veterans that are just
Big
sitting
Bruce.
outside? What
Big
about
Bruce.
them?
Big Bruce. You
I'm
got
frustrated, man.
you got the Democrats that don't care about the process of law. So
There's a lot
you
of
better
them,
get
you're
out there
right.
and start
There's a lot of
yelling
them
at
that
your
don't.
people, because 14 million of you up there was disenfranchised, and I don't see nobody marching. I don't see nobody marching. 14 million people were said, shut up, sit down.
And here's another point, you guys. The people, and I know that you may not agree with it, but I'll tell you something. Those people that are out there that are wanting the Palestine to stop and the Israel stuff. Listen. All I can say is I love all people. I don't care what you are. I don't care if you're a Muslim. I don't care, you know. But the thing is, you've got all those people that are so pissed off, and they're the ones that are saying this. They did not get a choice to pick who they wanted, and you're not listening to them. And rather, if you agree with them or you dislike them, whatever it may be, the fact is they're American people too, and they have a right just as well as any Trump people that are out doing their things. Okay, everybody as an American has a right to go out, wave a flag, and tell their voice and speak to their voice.
This is the difference, Big Bruce.
This is what's going to hurt the Democrat Party.
No, this is the difference. Hey, Big Bruce, this is the difference. The Republicans and us conservative people and us mega people and us Trumpsters and whatever they label us, we observe and respect the rule of law. What the world and what this country and what the Democrats citizen is finally waking up to an establishment party that is literally in your face, reigning superior over its people.
You're gonna have okay. So you want, and I get it, who you guys want, but my whole saying here is I've been thinking a lot. Listen.
What do you mean who we want? What do you mean who we want, Bruce? Bruce, what do you mean who we want?
Well, no, what I'm saying is the people, okay, the people that are outside of these things that are protesting, that want a, like, what is it, a ceasefire? They want the things to stop, okay? They are actual American people I heard on the news and all over YouTube. They're the ones that said, we did not pick Kamala. We did not. She has not done anything for us, and either has Joe. But it was mostly about Kamala. Is she didn't do nothing for us, and all I hear is a bunch of blah blah blah. That's all we hear. All I'm saying is there's a party out there that wants that loves the Palestine, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Bruce,
I agree, it needs to stop.
Bruce,
Please, let me finish.
These are Palestinians. No, because you're going off base.
No, what I'm saying, but you're missing what I'm saying. There's a group of people out there that were Democrats, and now they will not vote for Kamala because of her record and the show. That's what I'm trying to say here. They have gave up on the Democrat Party. They have gave up. That's what they were saying.
Yeah. I've been seeing that every day. I mean, I've been on TikTok. I'm seeing more brown skinned people coming out and not representing her. People like Ice Cube coming out talking about don't vote because They're telling you to vote for a black woman, educate yourself, look at what she's did to the community. People like Dr. Umar Johnson that I very, very rarely get on the same page with. Listen, Black America and most Americans aren't falling for the okie doke. That's not the problem.
Saying, I love the Philippines, and that's my number one thing is here. I'm sorry, guys. I love my country. You know that, brother. You've known me for 2 years. Jen, I love America as much as you do, and his brother here and everybody. But I'm sorry to say that I feel more safe over there. And that's
well,
it.
You should.
That's all I'm gonna say. I feel safe.
I mean, people have to finally face the fact. We don't have to wonder what it's like living in a tyrannical administration, a tyrannical government. These people are doing shit that's unconstitutional, unlawful, right in front of your face, and they don't care. Listen, they sent the president, and I'm going to give them the respect, okay? They sent the president of the United States, Joe Biden, flying off to California, bon voyage. They have replaced the man without invoking the 25th Amendment to say he's incapable. He came out and told you himself he's no longer doing the job. He appreciates everything that everybody's done for him and all. We're going to get into all that. But they have literally in front of your eyes prematurely selected his replacement, moved him out of the picture. Oh, no, he's still president. Bullshit. So, this is my thing.
Who's the two people that? Who's the two candidates? One's a female that they didn't want. Obviously, they put it in front of your eye, and the other is Bernie Sanders.
They did a coup. They did a coup on Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Okay. They just did a coup on him, but it's crazy because let me get into this next video because Nancy Pelosi, she was the head ringer of the whole thing, and she thinks people forgot. But Nancy, we didn't forget. I heard exactly what you told Jake Tapper. See, when you drunk, and we're gonna get into how many people is actually drunk in this administration because there's a lot of them. But Nancy let the cat out the bag. Y'all just go ahead and listen carefully.
Spoken to him and what your response is to that.
Sometimes you just have to
hold on.
Spoken to him and what your response is to that.
Sometimes you just have to take a punch for the children.
And that's what you're doing right now. You're just going to take the punch for the children.
Who's punching right now?
I don't know.
Anita Dunn said.
I didn't even hear this.
Yeah,
I'm just hearing.
It was an interview with me.
Maybe he's throwing the punch. I don't know.
No.
I'm not. I would never. But
she
Anita,
said she doesn't want to fight.
Nobody wants to have a fight with Nancy Pelosi at this time.
Well, you know what?
Have you talked
I
to him?
have to
Is my
do
only
what I have to do.
right.
He made the decision for the country. My concern was not about the president. It was about his campaign.
I'm wondering if you've spoken to him
Y'all listen to that real
and what your
closely
response
at
is to
the
that.
end of this.
Sometimes you just have to take a punch for the children.
That's what you're doing right now. You're just going to take the punch for the children.
Who's punching right now?
I don't know.
Anita Dunn said.
I didn't even hear this.
Yeah,
I'm just hearing.
It was an interview with me.
Maybe he's throwing the punch. I don't know.
No.
I'm not. I would never. But
She
Anita,
said she doesn't want to fight.
nobody wants to have a fight with Nancy Pelosi at this time.
Well, you know what?
Have you talked
I
to
have
him?
to
Is my
do
only
what I have to do.
right.
He made the decision for the country. My concern was not about the president. It was about his campaign.
Okay, let's break this down. He had to do what he had to do. Just a week prior, the old man was talking about he wasn't going nowhere. And then she says she had to do what she had to do. It wasn't based on him being the president. It was based off of the campaign that they saw themselves losing. They pushed Papa out the door. They did something that, good morning, Mama D. Good morning, Susan Lane. They, right in front of our face, These people, right in front of our face, made a president
I'll tell you something.
disappear.
I'll tell you something. I've got a cat over here that is older than Joe Biden, and I'll tell you something. I wouldn't allow him if he could speak for the American people. I wouldn't allow him because he'd probably fall over somewhere or one of his legs might go out. So again, you know how I feel. I'm very
But there
disappointed.
is a process. You invoke the
Disappointed.
25th Amendment on Mr. Biden,
Isn't that what
but they don't want
do
to
for Trump?
attach that to his legacy because it will be such an embarrassment. Joe Biden, the 46th president, had to resign under
We
the
all know
25th
Joe
Amendment.
Biden's old, okay? Like we all get that, okay? And that's fine, but you know, the fact of the matter is, you when you see this, like what brother's saying, you know, it's money. And when people start saying to the people like Nancy Pelosi and these upper high end people, they go, you know what? He's too old. He's falling down everywhere. He's making an embarrassment of us. You know, I'm disappointed. And those people up there, I don't care for. I want some term limits. But these people need to start waking. This goes for everybody. Because you know what? I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm American. But you've embarrassed the Democrat Party is the reason I have no more with you.
So,
That's
Bruce,
just the way it goes.
let me ask you a question, Bruce. Let me ask you a question. Why do you think they're doing all this, Bruce? Why is Kamala Harris promising doing something if she's elected that she hasn't even thought about or touched on for the past 3 to 4 years?
Well, listen, you know,
I know why. I'm asking you if you know why. Hundreds of millions of Americans know why.
Myself, I just think that they again, Joe Biden promised a lot of stuff and didn't do stuff with Kamala on top of that. Okay, they're a pair together. I don't give a crap if he is the one saying it. They're together. They're a pair.
No. This is the thing. The people that control them. Why are they doing this? Let's not
because
not
he's
act
old
as
and
if
falling down everywhere.
No. Why? Okay, let me ask you this question. Why did they disenfranchise 14 million Americans from voting for who they wanted in there?
Dude, I have no idea.
Wouldn't that be going against the Constitution of the United States of America?
Okay,
I'm just asking plain yes or no.
You know what? Now that again, now I've heard. Okay, now I've heard this, and I would have to say yes.
Okay,
because all those people did vote, and it's the delegates, right? Am I wrong or right? Is it the delegates?
Okay. This is another thing. Last night on Joe Biden's chair, it had delegate Joe Biden and not president, not POTUS.
Delegate.
It had delegate. Pull it up. It had delegate of Delaware, Joe Biden.
Demoted him.
Not
Wow.
so.
Oh my God.
Listen. Since last time I've been on here, bro, they haven't been to my crib. Bro, hey, listen. When there comes a time, y'all make sure you like, share, subscribe, ring that bell so y'all can get the instant notification.
Oh yeah.
There comes a time when you just observe shit and you just gotta say, you know what? This shit ain't right. We have to stop going in and out with the nuances, and we have to put a hat on Americans as a whole and sit back and say, what the fuck is going on? What is happening? Am I really seeing this? Yes, I'm seeing this. I just didn't see this. I seen this. I seen that. This shit happens in countries that are already under communist socialism dictatorship by totalitarian establishments, by totalitarian regimes. Oh, that's why they walk away from the press when they want to and say they'll get back to us in a month. Oh, now shit's making sense. I mean, I don't know. Is this ordinary? Is this how Americans supposed to operate? I mean, if it is, somebody
Never.
tell me I'm hallucinating here.
A president of the United States gets 8 years, right? Gets 8 years.
Right. He gets 4,
president-
and then he can run again.
He gets 4 unless reelected.
So here's the thing. I don't know if you guys know, but in the Philippines, the people elect the president just like we do, same way. But here's the thing: the president does not get to pick his vice president. They are elected by people.
Exactly. So
and that's that
They got
only 6 years, but still, it doesn't like obviously over there they vote just like honestly that's how it should be. I don't know. Picking people, I mean, is okay, but again, shouldn't it be the people, because it is us that vote? Again, I
Right.
just said a little bit ago, there are people out there that said that they did not pick Kamala, and
well,
they would
hey,
not vote.
like I told you,
Again, that's all
in
I'm
a
saying.
nutshell, it was 14 million disenfranchised Americans. But you know what? Before we get to that, you want to know why these people are acting stupid out there, and why it's going to get nothing but worse, and why when Thursday gets here, all hell is about to break loose? Listen to your president of these United States of America, people.
Keep working. Bring hostages home and end the war in Gaza and bring peace and security to the Middle East.
The Middle East.
As you know, I wrote a peace treaty for Gaza. A few days ago, I put forward a proposal that brought us closer to doing that than we've done since October 7th. We're working around the clock, my Secretary of State, to prevent a wider war and reunite hostages with their families and surge humanitarian health and food assistance into Gaza now. To end the civilian suffering of the Palestinian people, and finally deliver a ceasefire and end this war. Those protesters out in the street, they have a point. A lot of innocent people.
I'm sorry.
why-
He is the president
I
of
love
the
Joe Biden so
United
much.
States, not
That's why
of
the
Palestine. Not president of Palestine. Israel happens to be our ally in the Middle East, so we support them. Why is he giving food and humanitarian aid to Gaza?
They're giving food to people. We're talking about just regular citizens.
Listen, this isn't about. Listen, this isn't
But-
about that. This isn't about that. Right
Again,
now.
I listen.
This is about.
something I
This
can't
is
get
about.
into.
This
I'm
is
not gonna
about.
get into it.
This is about the so-called president of the United States gaslighting nearly up to 20 million illegals, and take a percentage of them that have come over here that are ready to do damage to this country. This is day 2 of the DNC. What he said last night did nothing but embolden their position that they believe they have. That's just igniting about 100,000 more of them to come out. We're going to show you, they already took down the barriers yesterday, day 1. This shit is just now getting ready to hit the fan. They're and gaslight the public. As president of the United States, you are not supposed to condone any activity taking place by another country here on our soil. But when you know why, you sit back and you just wait.
I'll be 100% honest with you guys. I did see stuff. I did get myself catching up on some things, but I'm gonna be honest, man. When I was over there, You know, my girl, man, like she's smart as what it is. She explained a lot of things that I didn't understand of the process there, like, you know, how they do stuff, which is almost similar to ours when it comes to things. But when I asked her, I said, like, what do you think of some of these people like over here, like in ours? And she didn't want to say anything. And I didn't want to put her in a thing because she knows, because she watches it. Um, I was happy not to watch some of the crap, uh, and kind of get my head cleared and stuff, because it's like everything just seemed like it was backwards. I'm gonna, you know, and it's been that way. And it needs to get turned to where everybody is like, so we can make America that it's great, that it's not a bad place, but we've got to turn it around where everybody can start actually getting along love. Because what I see is just hatred towards each other, and we shouldn't be this way. You don't have to agree. All right, I don't agree 100% with what my brother says. I don't agree 100% what Jen says, but as adults, we can come to conclusions, and we can be respectful to one another that
Right.
people cannot do these days.
Bruce, you have to be
Respect.
able to sit, you have to be able to sit back and be willing to admit who's doing what.
And I can.
To who?
I agree.
I don't. We don't.
This side.
This side. I don't call people on the other side of the aisle Hitler and threat to democracy and all of this shit. You gotta sit back and honestly see who are the ones spewing the hate rhetoric, brother.
Right. And I would
with
never do
that comes along an agenda with that.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm a Democrat, but I'm not ashamed to say they are the ones that spewing the hate rhetoric, because it's their agenda that they're trying to push forward. When you hear hate or anger coming from the conservatives or the Republicans, it's in retaliation 98.9% of the time from what's being done to them.
Well,
we don't label.
Yeah, I've got friends of mine that have lost so much, and because of rent, and we can go back, okay, and we can go back to when the virus thing. But all right, let's not forget about people's rent, okay? People trying to have food. All right, I've got friends of mine right now, all right, that they had no choice but to move, and I'll tell you, you know what? To this day, when I was over there, I got to hang out with them 2 times, ate with them. We talked. I'm gonna tell you something. What they told me is, as they were Democrats in Florida. They lived in Florida, and but they moved. And I'll tell you this: they hate the hatred, and they have said that they would never come back because of what happened. Their rent was at $2,000 for a two bedroom place in Florida. All right, and they couldn't afford it. The one lady had worked all her life and got lupus, has got cancer, and you know what? What are people doing? What are people doing, Ray? What are they doing? They're fighting. And what did you just say a few minutes ago? What are we doing? Oh, I don't like you, Bruce, because you're this, you're a scumbag, whatever, like just hateful comments. And we've talked about this. You've got actual true American Filipino couple that seen and have been in this economy, and they hate it, and they hate what's happened to them. They lost everything.
Bruce, my brother, I'm listening to you, and I don't know how long you've been following me.
Dude, I've been following you for 2.5, almost 3 years.
Brother, what you think I've been fighting for? this
I know
whole
what you're
time.
fighting. I know what you're fighting for, man.
So when
I
a
get what
woman
you're
comes
fighting
out,
for.
when a
You're
woman
fighting for
comes out,
you're fighting for the American people, man. You're telling the truth about stuff. You're putting facts. You've
when
always
a
been
woman,
honest to me.
this
So
is the thing. We have to get to a point where we can just say, as a people, enough is enough.
agree.
Because they're not going to stop. This is the lady that they want to be the next president of these United States. This is her right here.
Yeah.
This lady right here. Say her name however you want.
Kamala. Kamala. Kamala.
When it's intact, oh, it's so strong in terms of what it does to uphold and protect individual rights and freedoms. So strong in its nature. And this is very fragile. It will only be as strong as our willingness to fight for
That's not the one I wanted to show, but I think I'll find one. But before we get into it, it's getting ready to surface. Do we notice anything strange about Kamala Harris? Do you notice how over time they never put her in front of a teleprompter? They let her freelance a lot. And do you
Wow.
notice how she seems to be in an awkward state of being? Kind of silly. Because of the airways, I won't go full blown on her right now until it's actual and factual. But I've always wondered why, as the vice president, she didn't have a serious bone in her body. I
Yeah,
got
I
friends
think
that stay that way. I get that way every now and again. I think I was that way this morning, Jen.
that's okay. But you hit live, so that's good. We're going. And I wanted to comment on the previous clip you showed with Pelosi when she said, I guess you got to take one for the children. That is a domestic abusive quote. That's like what a husband, that's like wives that are abused do. They're like, "Oh, I guess I had to take a hit for the children. At least he didn't hit the children. I took it." So like she's the good one. Who is the guy that's punching at her? Is it the DNC or the cabal? Whoever it is that manipulated, I love when you call him Papa, whoever manipulated his exit, she was like the voice, one of the last voices to say, you must do this for the American people. So we must be the children, and the cabal must be the ones saying, you're the one who's going to have to tell Joe, go. And so that's perhaps what she was talking about when she said, you got to take a hit for the children. Well, we have been damaged enough by his policies. And now Kamala's taken over. And when she says on day one she's going to fight this, I'm like, girlfriend, you've had what, 1,200 and God knows how many more days since Joe came in, and you were by his side, and you did nothing but side with the cabal. So the cabal must be the higher ups that are controlling this whole show, and Nancy Pelosi. And one thing you said about him at the convention, he was sitting in a chair that said he was a delegate. We still call Newt Gingrich speaker. We still call Nancy speaker. And for the love of God, we should still call Biden president. He didn't leave. And when he does leave, he carries that title because it was his highest title that he got in his career. So I don't know why.
They don't want to. They don't. That's the thing is, you only, again, I say that there are some out there Democrats that I like that actually that have spoke up and they've said themselves, But the guy's a president, Jen. You know that. Ray
Yeah,
knows
I'm not
that.
fighting it. Correct.
We're not fighting. It's not. I know. Listen, I accepted the joke again. I accepted when Trump was president back when he won. Okay. Again,
I didn't like Joe Biden was president, but damn it, what they did to Papa,
Yeah.
they can do. Man, it was wrong. It was wrong. See, so I'll come to defense. I'll come to Papa's defense. I'm that type of dude.
I know. That's what I mean. That's what I like about you, man. Because
I just wish people could come to Trump's defense. You know, how can they go out and say Kamala and Joe Biden have overcome, and it's like Donald Trump standing up from almost being taken out by a sniper is totally irrelevant. He didn't conquer anything. He didn't do. These are the hearts and the spirits of these sick, demented individuals that we're talking about. But before we go into that, let's see why people should vote for Kamala.
Vice President, I really don't. I know that she was sent to the border, and from what I hear in the news and stuff, she didn't accomplish much with that. But I don't know of many vice presidents that, at least they probably do accomplish some things, but I never hear of it.
Actually, I couldn't even tell you what the biggest accomplishment is for her. I don't really pay attention to the news that much.
It's really difficult to say beyond her just being there what her biggest accomplishment is. For me personally, Palestine continues to be something that's heavy on my mind. And my rights as a woman in Arizona continue to be heavy on my mind. So it's not so much about her accomplishments and more about what she can do to ensure that my child, who's 14 years old, is going to have the same rights that I had that were recently taken away from me.
Unfortunately, I think she's been too much in the background of a vice president and not too much involved, with President Biden. I think she should have stepped up a few notches to be more involved as vice president. So I think that'll kind of hurt her in this election.
Well, I will say that even Mike Pence, as a vice president, you don't hear a lot of the stuff about a vice president, what they do. It's only the certain little things. And you know what? I guess I have to agree that, you know what, from now on, like, if I don't hear what the candidate and the vice president, if they're not hearing more about that, then you ain't got my vote, because I want to hear more than I'm going to give you housing. I'm going to give you 25,000. I want to hear more about helping people that are below.
Big Bruce. Okay. So Donald Trump was president and Mike Pence was his vice president, right?
Yeah.
What did Donald Trump ask Pence to do and publicly put it out there, and then Pence say, I ain't doing that shit, and never show up to the job site or see what was going on?
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Are you talking about January 6th?
No, I'm not talking about that.
I have no idea what.
Okay, you made the statement that Pence was vice president also. Kamala Harris got tasked with one assignment, starting out her journey.
You hear the
She was labeled the border czar. She was labeled the border czar. They trying to run away from, like Flash Gordon right now. She was labeled the border czar.
I guess I'm just not smart enough. I don't know.
Hold on.
No, you are. I don't know what Pence did either. What was Pence supposed to do?
She admitted she was going to get to the root cause of the border situation. She never went down and showed up for a photo op, not even to give the fake news a chance to spin it the way they wanted to spin it. And now she's coming out and they trying to say she was never in charge of the border. See, these are the people that we're dealing with. These are the, I don't know what else to, I can only point out the insane. I'm trying to think of a new word instead of saying the insanity.
She did say that, and then she came out and said that she wasn't. So like, and again, is that the same thing that Pence would have done too, or whoever. Let's just say let's forget about Pence. Let's say that it's JD Vance. That's the vice president. Is that what he does? Is he going to be down at the border?
No, this is the thing. No, Bruce, you're missing the point. They are manipulating us.
Well,
That's what I'm
God
trying
knows
to
all the
get you to
time.
see. They're putting up smoke and mirrors. They are manipulating us. She is lying right in front of our face and expecting. No, I'm not talking no excuses. I'm not talking none of the. I'm talking as simply as I can put it. They're lying right to us about a specific situation like they've done numerous times, and they don't give a damn what we think about it.
Well,
They know
I got
that we got the video when she said she was border czar, when she said she was going to get to the root cause, and their arrogance and their almighty power that they think they have.
You should realize that they're not for. It's all lies to people. That's all it's ever been. Like they tell you smoke and mirrors, like you said, all the time. You know, I called so many different people about stuff. Helping, like trying to help a friend, my friend that's in Missouri. We were trying to contact Josh Hawley. We were trying to contact the Democrats. We were just trying to, different representatives for them. And I'll tell you something. All they did was give me the runaround so many damn times, and it's like it's pathetic. They tell you you can come and do this unless you're physically in the place. They don't care about your phone calls. Your phone calls just get deleted. They don't care about what you say. When is the last time a true president really cared? And I'm not talking about like Trump, but who's really cared? Who's really cared in Congress about people? All they talk about is crap.
You know what? I love how
they don't care about people.
Right.
I love how you
get a big job and make money while other people are suffering. They don't care about us.
Let me ask you a question, Bruce. Do you and really think before you answer this? Do you think Donald Trump cared about the American people in America?
Let's see. My personal opinion, did he care?
Yeah, don't give me my own opinion.
I believe, I believe he did because I voted for him the first time he ran. So yes, I did believe, but do I believe it now? No, I don't.
And why is that?
Because he just wants to get in the White House and basically do the same thing. It's the same thing like Joe Biden. What has Joe Biden done?
Let me ask you a question. So
he put
Trump didn't have a let me finish. So the first go around, Trump didn't have a somewhat successful presidency.
Well, job wise, yeah, he had for a job. There was stuff, yeah, of course.
We had a stock market. We could afford groceries and gas. It was the bomb.
But you got but the thing
he was building a border wall.
Right.
Well, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Well, but I'm not saying like he did a bunch of things for people. I'm not saying like he didn't care or something or. To me, it just doesn't feel. Now, do people say yes? He does because he says, "Well, I'm going to come here."
Let me ask you a question because
you're going to let me talk.
Let me ask you a question because this will solve all of my curiosity. What happened to make you change your mind about Donald Trump?
Listen, the honest thing about the Donald Trump here's my biggest thing. All right, when it comes to the way he's acted, and I get it, he has a right to attack people because of all the stuff, all the hatred towards him. Okay, but this goes for anybody. I don't care about those kind of people. Those kind of people that are saying the hatred stuff about him.
I'm not talking about that. What made you change your perspective on Donald Trump?
Well, back then he wanted to help. I mean, you know, it felt like he was going to turn everything around.
Okay, things don't. You got to remember, we've been going through this for hundreds of years. The man only had 4 years. So,
Right.
please, what did he do? You already said you voted for him. So, what did he do within
Well,
4
the
years?
prices and stuff for groceries and gas and stuff was really good, and then obviously.
Okay, no. You said, listen, Bruce. This is what I do.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're
You
saying, but
said you
I'm
don't.
not gonna. I'm not
Okay,
gonna say.
you
I'm not
said
gonna
you
sit
don't
here and tell you
support
why.
him. I just want to
Because
know
the guy's
what
a
he
complete
did.
maniac. He's a maniac. Back then
The man took a bullet. The man took a bullet. What are you talking about? He's a maniac. He took a bullet for this country.
Who was the one that came on your show?
You call him a maniac.
Quit. Dude, who's the one that came on your show and stuck up for him? That would be me. Okay, because I don't
I'm
care.
not
I don't care who it
denying
is.
that.
That man. Don't even get me. Don't even put me in a place like, oh, because he almost got. Listen, I stuck up for
he's
that
a
man,
maniac.
all right?
That did
I
not
stuck
mean
up for him, and you're not gonna throw
No,
me under
you
the
said
bus
he's
like
a
that,
maniac.
dude.
What did
Not
he
at
do?
all.
What did he do that made him a maniac?
Dude, look at how he talks to people.
Okay.
Look how everybody talks to people now. There's no respect.
Oh,
There's no respect in nothing. There's no respect for your
Bruce.
elders.
Okay, Bruce. Okay. So
you can't throw me under the bus like that. I don't like him, and I don't
Bruce,
care about
you
him.
already answered the question. You don't need to go
I
on.
don't like him just because
You
of his
answered
attitude.
the question.
You want the honest truth?
You already
I
said,
don't like
Bruce,
him because of his
Bruce,
attitude.
you're gonna
That's
keep
it.
yelling, but you already answered the question. If you calm down, you already said you understand him being upset. You started out saying that, but now you don't like him being upset.
No,
See, that's what I do. I listen to people very carefully. That's
the
why
fact
I
of the
do what I
matter
do.
is, he has
You
the
start
right to
out,
be
Bruce.
upset.
You started out by saying you
Right.
understood
Well, if
him
you're not
being
gonna let me talk, then I'll just go, man, because you're just going over me. You're throwing me under the bus. Like, listen, I'm the one that came on your show and said that was bullshit. Okay?
Exactly.
I don't care who it is.
See, I'm agreeing with you.
I don't care what candidate it is. Nobody deserves to be done like that. Right?
Exactly.
Trump did not. Trump had, just as well as even Joe Biden and other people said on the Republicans too. Joe Biden said exactly that Donald Trump should have been able to have his people that care about him and that are his followers go to a peaceful and safe event. Okay? That shouldn't have happened to him. I was literally pissed off. I was in the Philippines at the time.
Bruce. Okay,
I was
Bruce.
mad.
Since you went that route, why did it happen, Bruce?
Because a maniac, knuckleheaded, freaky kid wanted to come out and basically destroy people.
Okay, so
A sick, demented,
Bruce, I didn't know we was gonna cover this, Bruce. All
right, go ahead.
And you gotta let me do this. Okay, so a 20-year-old maniac kid woke up in the morning and said, you know what? I'm gonna slip past Secret Service. I'm gonna slip past snipers that I know might be watching me. I'm gonna get 130 yards on an open roof in plain sight to be able to take a shot at Donald Trump. 45 minutes prior, people in Secret Service on the ground are alerted to a suspicious character. But for some reason, Donald Trump is still allowed to make entrance to the stage. They lose sight of said suspect, already verified. Not only that, they stated that there were people in the building in which the sniper was on the roof. Their building was part of their command. So, like Donald Trump, I won't say that it was intentionally done. I'll just point out the obvious mishaps. And you got to see if it makes sense. The whole time the snipers are focused in on the assailant and told not to fire not until after he gets off a couple of rounds. These are things that literally happen that just don't make sense. And see, it's unfortunate. But when you come to the lab, you got to come with receipts. Don't come half-assing it. This goes for anybody. Because I'm not the one. I keep it actual and factual. I don't mean for nobody to get in their feelings, and obviously a lot of people seem to do. And these are grown-ass men. Let's get a grip. Let's get equipped. And let's stop this bullshit. Our country is in a serious place right now. There is no gray area. You know exactly what's going on. I don't want to hear, oh, Donald Trump, oh, he's a maniac. Fuck that. I'd be a maniac too if people was trying to set me up left and right every day. If people was trying to eliminate me off the face of the earth. I think I'd be a little bit of a maniac.
Wow. Yeah, I think he was trying to say how Donald Trump is like the symbol of, or the catalyst for hate in this nation. The reason why everyone is so upset, he just seems to be the obvious match that's lighting the powder keg, as if the whole nation were a powder keg. Because everywhere he goes, he brings dissent. And I'm not saying he's a bad guy. No, I'm not.
The man never had a chance, and I'm talking
Right.
Donald Trump. He
Right.
never had a chance to do his job, relax, and enjoy the presidency. Every time you turned around, Russia, impeachment 1, impeachment 2, perfect phone call, this and that. The man never got a chance to enjoy the fruits of his labor.
Right.
I think I'd be a little bit of a maniac.
I agree with you. I was just trying to express how I think Bruce was frustrated with, it's such a contrast between Donald Trump and Kamala that it's so obvious. And because she's up there saying, we're the happy party, they are really portraying Donald Trump and the MAGA party to be the crazy ones, and that we're what? Don't look at results, just look at the person. And that is not what you're supposed to do in politics. We're not looking for an oligarchy. We're not looking for a dictator. We don't care who you are. We want to see what you're going to do for us. Can I afford to live? Like you said, can I afford rent? Can I afford a vehicle? Can I get gas? Am I allowed to get gas? Or do you want me to get this $60,000 vehicle that I can't afford because I can't even afford eggs, like he was talking about? So I just wish we could focus on policies and not the party and not the person. What are you going to do for the people? That is what caused the Revolutionary War. And I'm like, are they pushing for a 2.0? Because it sure feels like it. Don't look at the people. Don't look at the parties. Don't look at their stupid symbols. I mean, I'm kind of glad that mine is an elephant and not the jackass. I'm just saying, it's not. Republicans are an elephant. But just look at the policies. How is this going to affect the pocketbook? How is it going to affect our groceries? How is this going to affect my children's future? Oh, I can kill them? That's not, that's not healthcare. Abortion is not women's healthcare and it's not women's rights. I mean, all that Trump did was move it from the nation to the state. He's like, they can take care of it because it's expensive. And he doesn't want the whole nation to pay for that. They're paying for infrastructure, military, and I don't know what else they're doing, but a lot more things. They don't need to do abortion too. That's stupid. And they're just getting like emotional, the Democrats are, by saying it's women's health rights. No, it's not.
Listen,
that's ridiculous.
These Democrats in these leadership roles and positions, they're doing a great job of mind manipulating people. I mean,
true.
I can only go back to the last conversation I had. Here you have a man that said he voted for Donald Trump the first time. because he really believed that Donald Trump cared about America and the people.
Wow.
And I asked him, what made you turn away from
Change.
Donald Trump? And he didn't name one policy
Right.
that was beneficial to the American people because he couldn't. Somehow they have infiltrated, and now he thinks Donald Trump is a maniac after what Donald Trump went through for 4 years as president. He did a
Right.
great job, but he turned into Donald Trump when people pissed him off. See, Donald Trump is not a politician. He had no politician suit to put on when they started pissing him off. He put on
Right.
the Don Dapper suit, which is the don't F around and find out. And see, people get all emotional because the person that they once looked up to that started out as a great person, all of a sudden they see a side of this person that they even never knew existed. Well, first of all, you had to know who Don was to know why the Don reacts the way he does.
Right.
Because the Don is a straight up street dude,
From New York.
aka genuine OG of the hood.
Right.
He put enough
Right.
buildings up in him. And you know what? He goes to him to this day because he remember where he come from. Jen, any last words? Good afternoon, David Newman. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today with me and Ben. I hope y'all didn't get too intertwined and tangled up about our last little segment. You know, Bruce, my brother from another mother. We've been doing it for years. We too shall be again on the panel. I don't know when. Sooner rather than later. Love you, Big B. But any last words, Jim, before we close it out?
Yeah, I just wanted to say focus on policies. That's what we're voting for. Policies. We want smaller government, lower taxes, and less regulations. Those are what is killing us. Biden is the one who put us in chains. When he was talking about that to a black person, he's like, "Oh, Trump's just gonna put us all back in chains." No, you did that with your policies. And the chains I'm talking about is taxes. We have never been taxed so much. We've never fought such high interest rates, and we've never had our health care threatened until now when Kamala passed the Affordable Health Care Act. The next thing she's going to want to do if she's elected is give us all universal health care for everyone, even the illegals. And that is going to be on the taxpayers' back. They make no money. The government uses the money that we pay in our taxes. So basically, it's our money. And that is why the Revolutionary War started and we won in 1776. And here we go again. Same scenario. It just repeats itself. But hold on to your unalienable rights, the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And you got this. Thank you.
Very well said. I have nothing else to say. So in the meantime, in between time until next time, I want to thank everybody for tuning in.
Bye.
I will be starting, let me see, going out of town this weekend. September 1st, I will be starting my regularly scheduled broadcast, which will be 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So it will be 5 days a week at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then, yeah, things are getting serious. The schedule's getting serious. Things are taking off. And it's all due to our great God. So
Awesome.
from Jen, me, y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate you for joining. Look
That was
forward
great.
to having you as much as possible on our new endeavors on the Save New York network. Everybody go to savenewyork.com.
Thank you.
Everything's getting ready to just take off, and I hope to see you there. God bless everybody. We are out.
Bye.